I hate that.
I don't know.
Um, what's up, whoever's listening to this podcast? This is the Triple A podcast. Back again with another show. I'm Alonzo. I'm here with Andrew, and let's just get to it.
We don't provide roadside service though. Um, do you want to go over your topics first? Because I only got a couple.
We can go. I feel like we can go back and forth. Some of our topics might
All
even
right.
be the same. Who knows?
All right.
Okay.
Well, go for it.
First topic I have. Just Space Jeff.
Space Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw like an article about it. I didn't read anything about it. I'm just not surprised.
Okay. Yeah, I
What do you think?
saw Jeff Bezos go to space. He looked pretty happy.
Do you
Everyone,
feel
I don't.
about it?
How'd I feel? I think it was cool. I don't know. I think it was cool. Not very controversial there. I think it was a cool thing. I would like to go to space. My dad was pretty excited about it. He's really into
I was
like
gonna
space.
say, are you jealous?
Am I jealous? No, I'm not really jealous. Um, but I do want to go to space. But I'm not jealous of Jeff Bezos. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
say. Are you jealous of Jeff Bezos?
He, well, not really. I mean, I'm jealous of like all the money he has, but
That's fair.
what I'm really jealous of, or not really jealous of, but what I really or thought about the situation was, or I saw somebody point out how as they are doing these like space flights or whatever, and it becomes more and more commercialized, and people like us can like do this someday. It's going to be interesting to see how long it takes before something blows up
Oh yeah,
because some company was cutting corners and shit.
yeah. Like this, like
How long do you think it'll be?
the delta of space. I don't know. I think. I feel like it would be pretty early on. Like say like
The delta of
commercial.
space.
Isn't Delta the planes that like kept getting lost, or was that Boeing or something like that? The
Oh, I
plane
have no
like
idea. Delta
kept
was just the one we were shitting on last time.
yeah. But like there's a plane company that's been having problems with, I don't know if it's a plane like airline or a manufacturer, but like their planes either like keep having to emergency land and they keep having to like discontinue certain planes, or like there's also like that Malaysia flight that like just like disappeared. No one knows where it's at.
Yeah, good times, right?
I don't know if it's like the Boeing 730, the Delta. I don't remember. I don't know anything about planes, obviously, but like
Yeah, me either, man.
I know nothing. But I think it would. I think within the first 6 months of commercial space flight, I think is when we would see that.
You think so?
I think so. I think within the first 6 months, we'll see a spaceship blow up.
See, I don't know if it'll even get that far. I feel like one of these rich people are gonna get blown up at some point,
Really?
like before it even gets to us.
Like you think like a billionaire is just gonna like he's
I
gonna
think
take.
I don't know. I mean, if these companies are all competing to get their shit out as quick, like their services out as quick as possible, I wouldn't be surprised if uh, a company comes along that is not prepared properly and takes maybe not a billionaire, but maybe when it opens up to just the millionaires, um,
Hmm.
multi-millionaires, one of them will get blown up or something.
Who do you think would
That,
be most likely to die in a space flight?
who, as in like between who?
Between like the
Between who?
between the multi-millionaires, if you could pick um the per this is really messed up. If you could pick, who would be your favorites?
If I'm
Who would most
to
likely
die,
have the yeah. Who would most likely have the luck to die in a space flight?
Um.
Who could you see this happen?
Man.
Very
Who
ironically.
could I see this happening to? Very ironically. I don't know, man. I really don't know. That's a good
It's
question.
a darker question.
Do you have someone in mind?
First person that came to thought was Betty White.
Dude, I don't think she'll make it there.
I think she will.
I don't think it'll blow up. It'll just be like her body giving out.
She just
Or
like
something, I don't know.
just deconstructs. Wait, I have to see how old Betty White is and see.
She's in her 90s, I thought.
Betty White, she's 99. Yeah, she might not,
Holy shit.
but she's still going.
Close to triple digits.
I know.
Damn.
What's her birthday? Hold on, cause like, what if putting
Is it
Betty
this
White
year?
January 17th? She turns 100 in like 6 months. She's got to make
Happy
it
birthday,
there.
Betty White.
I know she's gonna make it there. I want to see Betty White go to space.
I mean, that's a nice wish, but like we're talking about who would likely die. I don't know, man. I think it would be.
Ariana Grande.
I think it would be like, dude. You know, I was thinking about that honestly.
Ariana Grande?
I literally, Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber came to my head.
Oh no. Like these little pop stars. I can see one of these little pop stars going away like that. That would be terrible.
Yeah, or like some sort of influencer or something. Somebody young that like
a
has not
TikToker.
involved in. Yeah, TikToker. Bryce Hall, that'd be fun.
That'd be fun. I don't know who that is.
Oh, you didn't see that YouTube boxing event? He's the guy that
No.
got beat up really bad.
Oh, he's the one that got
Oh,
beat.
damn.
Dang, you want him to die in a space flight?
No, I don't know. I don't want him to, but he's just like
He just has that luck.
Yeah, well, I don't want to say luck. I mean, he's gotten luck by being as famous as he is because like he's not really good at anything, but I feel like if he were to go to space, that would be his luck.
Okay.
Or like his whole like friend group or something, they all go up in flames. I don't know. They
Charlie
take
D'Amelio.
they get like some sort of offer to go up with like a shady like upstart space flight business, and they take it so they could be like the first influencers in space.
I could see that.
I can 100% see that.
Sponsored by Future Coin.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Space Coin or something. I could see that.
Oh my God. Have you seen all the like crypto scams?
Yeah, I've seen a few of them. I'm aware there's a ton.
But like, have you seen like the really big one that blew up and like got a bunch of like FaZe members kicked out and stuff?
No, what is it?
Basically, there's this YouTuber that I watched for a while and called CoffeeZilla, and he made a big expose. No, wait, it wasn't just him. It was some ordinary gamer too. They both made exposed videos on this scam that like FaZe members were involved in. A bunch of them got like what's it called? Suspended. One or two of them got permanently banned, and I think like it's kind of evolving to like the point where people are thinking like federal like there might be like a federal investigation into it or something.
Like, what did they do? Were they just like telling people to buy it?
Yeah, like they were telling people to buy it, and then they would go behind like everyone's backs because they would tell their young fans to invest in it, and then as soon as it rises, they would sell all their shares, which they weren't supposed to own shares. They're not shares. I don't know how crypto works. They're coins. They sell all their coins, and then the price just goes like immediately down. That's like the pump and dump scheme, but I guess this one was a little more involved because there's like some sort of behind the scenes shit going on with like who really like created the coin, like who was like the one behind it, and who how basically how it got to the point where it was at, because it was straight up called Save the Kids.
I
Like
remember
it was
this
supposed to be like a
actually.
yes, like it's still going on. So I don't want to say excited, but I'm interested to see where it goes.
Because I think I saw a video talking about Rice Gum being involved with that. I think that's why I saw it.
Yeah, I don't know why people care about Rice Gum still.
I don't know either, but I see him still. He's really popular. I know majority of his fan base is probably like kids too.
Yeah, I
Uh,
wouldn't say he's really popular because I don't like. I literally all I hear people talk about with him is like when he gets into like little dramas with his like housemates or something, and that's it.
yeah, I don't know exactly what he does. I know he's on. I see him on Twitch because Twitch suggests them to me, and he always has like a lot of people watching him, and I know he has a lot of like
Yeah, he
subscribers
started
too.
doing that.
But like, I don't know exactly what he does on the streams. 'Cause I don't
Yeah,
really watch him. Do you know who
dude,
Aiden
I
Ross
don't know what
is?
he's been doing. Yeah, that was like the big drama with him recently, outside of the Save the Kids bullshit.
What, Aiden Ross?
Yeah, like him and Rice Gum apparently like got in. They were like in some sort of drama with each
Oh,
other, but it was like completely fake, I guess.
yeah, I felt like it would be. That guy like
Yeah,
blew up all of a sudden. I don't know, like, I don't know where he came from at all. Like, I didn't see the rise at all. He's just all of a sudden is just like gigantic.
is he? I hear about him a lot, but I don't. I always think that like he's looked at as like a as kind of like a how do I how would I say it? Um, I always feel like people look at him like a pest,
I know a lot of people
kind of
probably
like Rice
don't
Gum,
like
but
him. Yeah, but like, I don't know. I've only seen him on Twitch, really. He gets suggested to me because he
yeah,
has like sometimes he'll be streaming GTA or just chatting. He'll have like over 100K people in there like consistently, and I'm just like, what the heck? Like I'm like it was just weird to me because like I literally never seen him before, and then all of a sudden I go on Twitch, just this dude out of nowhere with all these views. I'm just like, whoa, like who
he
is
would
this?
have the luck. He would have the luck with the space flight thing.
He would. he
Yeah,
would he would get on the plane, not the plane, the ship with Rocket with someone.
yeah, I
What
could
if
100%
the
see it.
Phase
Maybe it would
Clan?
be Rice Gum.
What if the whole Phase
Yeah,
Clan got on the space flight with Summer
nice.
Rae?
Nice.
That would be funny.
I'm I'm just kidding. I don't know
I don't
anything
want
about
them
them
to blow
really.
up either. I'm kidding. It's all jokes. I don't want.
They're I know they're like they are very like just douchey in general though.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's
That's
just like
like
their that's
that's
their
like
thing.
yeah. That is their thing. That's like a lot of influencers, especially
It's
in
just
that
like
like
I don't
field.
know. To me it's really cheesy because they're like super douchey. But like you guys were a Call of Duty team. Like it's not that cool
I feel like they
in the grand
strayed
scheme
so
of
far
things.
away from that.
I mean, nowadays, yeah, but like that's what it started as. It's just, I think it's the fact that it's still just called phase that makes it like funny to me.
They got fans, man. I used to see there used to be a car parked outside of in Kent. I used to walk by when I'm going my runs. They had like a phase sticker on it.
I mean, it's a recognizable brand, I guess.
It is recognizable, but yeah.
I wouldn't
I,
put a sticker of it on my car, but that's just
hey,
me.
phase up, dude.
Yeah.
Phase up, man.
Um, Interesting. So I got a topic here that's kind of
All right.
it's not like big news like the space flight thing with Jeff Bezos, but it just made me chuckle, and I kind of just honestly wanted to talk to you about it. So the last episode we recorded, we were arguing about My Hero, right? And
Yes.
um, you you saw that the little TikTok I posted from like my new video of like me saying I would kick all the My Hero characters' asses.
Yes.
So, I, like on the YouTube version of that, there's this. I'm assuming a young kid who takes My Hero very seriously, and
Okay.
he just basically started an argument with me on the comments, just saying like, you wouldn't be a single person on this list, and why would what's the frog girl's name, Froppy?
Yeah.
He's basically like, how could she be the only one to beat your ass? And it I just like, we've been going back and forth for like 2 days now, and it's been making me like crack up every time because he just keeps going on, and I'm just like, I'm so obviously not like being serious because I started out joking with him. I'm like, you wish like that they would beat me and stuff, and then he just started asking me like how I would beat them, and I like joked that like I'm in the same position as Batman in the Justice League, like I could take them all down, blah blah blah, shit like that. And
With
then
prep
he goes
time.
into detail about like, yeah, he goes into detail about like their powers and stuff. He's like, obviously you don't know how strong they are, like, and he's telling me ways that like they would kill me basically, and I'm just like, nah, I would win. And that's all I really say to him. And then he just keeps asking how every time I say that.
Stop antagonizing this. I hope is a child.
I,
I,
yeah,
I
I
just
would
hope it's a
assume
kid and not like a 35-year-old man.
me, me too, because he was just like, he just replied to me again, like 6 minutes ago, and like I don't like, I'm not bringing this up to bully him. It's kind of funny. It's just funny to me how like serious he takes this show, which I understand.
I
But
understand
he's
it,
like,
but
he's replying to me, and I told, wait, let me just pull it up, because like, what was my last reply to him? I said something about, God, there's 21 replies. Um, he's
really going
like,
back and forth here.
yeah, just going back and forth, and I'm telling him like, don't you see? It's obvious that I would beat them, and he's saying like, no, you don't know how strong they are. They're stronger than you. And I asked him if he knows how strong I am, and he just what he responded with is, they fight evil almost on a daily basis. Also, they train all the time due to fighting evil almost every day. And I
I,
just don't even know what to keep going with, but I want to.
I just hope they're a child. Next you could say
Yeah.
Goku. Goku wipes all of them or something.
I mean, that's obvious though. I don't
Or
want to.
no,
I
or
don't want
no.
to get too realistic
Yeah,
here.
you're right. You don't get too risky.
I'm, I'm, I'm probably just gonna tell him that like, I did like 2 MMA classes, and like I could beat them all up
I took
or something.
karate when I was a child. I know it can be. I can
Yeah,
beat
I
the
was a
whole
blue
class
belt.
A.
Yeah. Um, and like, okay, the funniest part to me too is that he was responding to me earlier about like just random stuff, and he I said, I was just saying like how they lose, and he's like, no, you would lose or whatever. And I was arguing that I was stronger, and my girlfriend came out of nowhere and like was trying to gas this kid up and like agree with him, and she was like agreeing with him that like I'm probably not strong enough to beat them all up, and rather than like notice that, he just responded to her, "What do you mean?" So, and then she texted me like, "I tried to help, but."
He's just like, get out of here, you girl.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what it was. He was like,
Just like, ew, what is this?
ew, what do you know about anime, you woman?
Feminine opinion?
I hope dude's
Don't you
really
know
like,
Shonen Jump is for boys?
I hope he really is
He's
like a
gotta be
teenager.
like a young
March,
kid.
yeah. Like I hope he's in
I'm
like
just like every time I reply to him, elementary school
I feel like he could be
or
a
middle school
teenager.
at most.
I hope he's like in the 7 to 16, 15 range. That's what I
Yeah,
hope.
just like or uh, I don't know. He's got to be young. I just like don't know what to say to like make it any more obvious that like I'm just being like not real about this at all.
Does he have any
He
videos on his channel?
Oh, I haven't checked it out. And I don't, like I said, I don't want to like just fucking analyze this kid and bully him and stuff, but it's just funny what he's been saying to me. He's like, Bakugo can blow you up, Ida can dodge, Mineta can get your hand stuck on his head, and everyone else can either dodge or counterattack, so you cannot beat anyone on that tier list. It's just like, okay.
I don't
And
know, man.
then I just tell him I would put them all to sleep. Which
You
is true.
make
I thought about telling them that
make a
like,
Chuck Norris joke.
what's that?
I said
Like
make a
what?
Chuck Norris joke. Wait, you'll know.
Like
Like
how would you make one though? I know who
like
Chuck Norris is.
okay, yeah. I don't know. I just remember back in like elementary school, Chuck Norris was like a thing that people joked about a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
I just remember that
he,
being a thing. I don't know any jokes personally.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you either, man.
It's just one of those things.
Yeah, I feel like Chuck Norris was like just such an old meme that I don't even really remember it.
That definitely is an old
That's
meme.
how old I am. But yeah, he was in like World of Warcraft and stuff too, or something.
Really?
Or he did like the commercials for a while, I think.
Okay. But yeah, that kid
But yeah,
sounds funny.
that was my one of my topics that I felt like talking about just because it was so entertaining to me.
When you were younger,
I'll
did
keep
you
you
ever?
updated how it goes.
Okay. When you were younger, like when I was younger, the only time I really got into arguing with people over like YouTube comments or Twitter was like I was like in the like 15 to 16 range, and it was mostly
Yeah.
about just like music or like
Hmm.
maybe anime, but I feel like it was mostly just music. But like that was like the only time in my life where I actually like commented on YouTube videos and like argued with people.
Yeah.
That stretch of like a year, and then after that, I was like, I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, I don't I try not to like comment too much just because like I always like type out a comment if I think of something and then I'm like, yeah, literally nobody cares and I just hit backspace.
Yeah.
So, and but like I do occasionally comment on videos that like I'm interested in, but like I don't know, most of them are just like not really like to start arguments. It's just like putting like little thoughts out there and stuff. But I did start like an all-out war one time in like the comment section of this MMA video because there's like basically there was two heated like fan bases of two different fighters, and I just commented something about how like um, one of them did something that was like kind of like slimy or like bullshit, and it just I'm pretty sure there was like a couple hundred replies deep of like just people arguing back and forth about like who's gonna win the second match when they get scheduled for it and stuff. And I was just like, after about 20 replies, I gave up because I couldn't keep up.
Yeah, it does get to that point where like has anyone ever oh yeah, has anyone ever like like have you ever like tweeted at a famous person or like replied to a famous person's like tweet and like they say something back?
No, I don't tweet at famous people too much, or I don't tweet too much in general. I'm trying to on like my like new Twitter page or whatever. But the most I did was one time when I was hungover, complain about how McDonald's didn't serve lunch until 11:30, and they replied to me saying that all day lunch is like on their list of things to get to, and that was about 3 years ago. So
This is
they
the
haven't
only
gotten around to it
time
yet.
Like I did that once when I was, again, this was like in the 15 to 16 range, I think. And like I was just like I replied to like
Hmm.
her name is Crystals. She's also a podcast. She's like one of the first podcasts I listened to. It's called The Read. And like I replied to one of her tweets. I think it was about like age gaps in dating or something like that. And I just said something like really like snarky or whatever. Like I basically like called her a hypocrite or something. And then
Yeah,
she replied to me and then she said something snarky and then I just got like flooded with all these replies from like all these different people and like it was like over 100 notifications. I was just like, okay, I'm just not looking at my phone
I know. Like, it's like impossible, and there's no point to it because like
yeah.
if people actually want to argue over the internet, there's not going to be like a finite solution unless you like
No.
I don't know. There's been like a couple occasions where I've argued with someone and like uh, I was able to like somehow convince them of like my way of thinking or like on a point or something, but 99% of the time, like the kid I'm talking to on YouTube right now, it's like in one ear out the other. So
Yeah, I feel like that's how most internet arguments are.
yeah, but it's fun. It's fun. I should actually start tweeting at celebrities more and bullying them and stuff. Not bullying, but like giving just. I feel like that's like how you're supposed to use Twitter, honestly.
Bully people.
Yeah, because like I don't think of enough creative tweets to just do that every.
People, I feel like Twitter honestly is kind of for bullying people. Like most tweets are like negative in nature. I feel
Yeah,
like
it's like you famous celebrity tweets and then it's just everyone replying saying like, "Oh fuck you, bitch."
yeah, or like, and the thing is like with my like gaming Twitter, where I just follow like
Yeah,
streamers and stuff, and like people that like in the like
gamers,
gamers. Yeah, I follow
Face
gamers.
Clan.
No, no, it's like people like in the like my Twitch community and like the Apex community mostly. I see just a ton of Apex content from people like that, and like, bro, they be just like either sad or someone is doing something wrong in the community and it's weird, or like there's just a lot of negativity and depression on Twitter, which is why I don't really use it. I don't even have it on my phone. I only go on it on my laptop like occasionally, but most of the time I'll just get
Mhm.
off because like I'll click on Twitter and then I'll scroll through my timeline and see porn and then I'll just like exit off. I'm like, okay, I didn't ask for this. It's like,
Don't lie here. You don't scroll off.
yes, I do. I exit off immediately. I'm like, bro, I
No,
just wanted
you
to see
don't.
what you guys are talking about.
That's what they're talking about. It's intellectual.
Twitter is porn and negativity. That's what Twitter
I
is.
deleted I deleted it for a while, and that was probably like the peak of my mental health in the past 2 years. And then I just re-downloaded it because like I kind of didn't realize how much I relied on like using it for like straight up like news and just like current events going on in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah,
So
that's this is for me too. Like, and because I only have my last one, I don't really look at it. I honestly have no idea what's going on on a daily
yeah,
basis.
I use Instagram a lot, but it takes Instagram like a couple of days to like get you the news from like a few days ago.
Yeah, I don't see any news on Instagram. My For You page is just
Well, like
anime.
so since like I am like all I like have been following is like MMA fighters because I'm like I've just dove so heavily into that like in the last year, and so like basically after a big fight or something or like a boxing event, like after something happens, usually right away on Twitter you could like see like highlights or clips or like the results and stuff, but usually on Instagram it takes like 2 days for like on your For You page to for things to start showing up about like what happened that night.
Yeah, for me,
So
I just
yeah,
see anime. All I see is anime, cosplayers,
anime.
original art. That's all I see.
Yeah, I don't see that at all.
And I don't even know
I
why
see.
because I don't even look up that stuff.
I do occasionally get like vague like anime facts, and I don't know where they come from because it's like for a show I never watched. So,
I just see a bunch of
all right. Well, what
Yu-Gi-Oh.
other topics you got?
It's my second topic. All right, what's my second topic here? Oh yeah, because we were talking about climate change and stuff last time. Did you
Oh
see
God.
that
Oh boy.
the couple that started the giant wildfire in California last year because of their gender reveal party is going to prison?
Oh, thank God.
Wait, I have to actually pull up the story so I can give it justice. Hold on. Okay, it says couple charged in California fire sparked by gender reveal. Um, the Southern California wildfire that killed a
Yeah.
firefighter last year been charged with involuntary manslaughter. And let's see,
Good.
Refugio Manuel Jimenez Jr. and Angela Renee Jimenez pleaded not guilty Monday. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. How do you feel about
I mean, good. To begin with, I think like I mean like to just like when it comes down to it, I think gender reveal parties to begin with are dumb as hell.
that is very true.
If like when I'm whenever I'm having a kid, like if we do a fucking gender reveal party and it's anything more than like just like some blue or pink colored cupcakes and some bullshit like that, uh, I don't want the kid. But that's just me. But yeah, so but the fact that they did what they did, and not to mention just like the lack of self awareness of where they were at and what was going on currently with the climate over there and the wildfires and the dryness in the air and whatnot. I don't understand how you made that judgment to do that. So yeah, they deserve it. I feel bad for the kid though.
Yeah, they don't have. Yeah, that's gonna be awkward if they get thrown in
Yeah,
prison. It's gonna be awkward.
I thought you said they got sentenced, or
Well, no, they got
is it just like
charged.
they got charged?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they're not in prison yet.
I mean, like, how do you defend that? Like, because
He just
I don't
pleaded not
remember,
guilty.
but
So
like, you did it though.
yeah.
Like, it's very obvious that you did it. So like, okay,
So yeah, I don't think they have much of a case.
yeah, I wouldn't see. Like, there was a brief period. Do you remember in 10th grade when we had to do that career class or whatever in high school?
Yeah.
And we had a job shadow someone. I was doing like a lawyer, and I job shadowed my dad's friend, and literally the thing that like made me not want to do it outside of all the reading and studying you have to do is I just realized like most of the money is probably in like defending people, and I don't want to defend people because I would get stuck with a lot of stupid people with
Yeah.
indefensible things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wouldn't want to even deal with that.
That's funny because I also job shadowed someone in like the justice system. I job shadowed a magistrate, and I obviously did not go into law just because I was kind of bored.
Yeah, it's pretty boring too.
Yeah, it just didn't seem very interesting.
I really did just sit around the office. I think he like had to do work, so like I couldn't really ask him questions for the majority of the day.
I actually got to watch I got to watch like a
Yeah,
court case. It was just like small time stuff, like
yeah,
reading tickets and stuff like that. But I got to watch it, and then we went to lunch. These pretty cool people. They were cool. It's just like uh, I think his name was like Judge Geisegum. Judge Geisegum. I know he had like either a daughter or a granddaughter that went to our school.
Oh, really?
I think she was in, yeah, but yeah. I mean, yeah, no, not going into law. That's just, yeah, not interesting to me, and I knew that at that moment that I was like, no, could not be
But
able to
like,
do
how would you build a case to defend like what these people did?
that. You could,
Like, what could you even
I don't
argue?
know. You probably have to know the laws to even be able to do it. I don't know what they could possibly come up because they just pleaded not guilty.
When they're obviously guilty.
Yeah, I feel like the
And
only way they could s- say they're not guilty is if they somehow came up with another reason for the fire starting.
yeah, and I don't remember exactly what they did that started the fire, but I, I'm, I want to say like, or I want to assume it was on video because everyone records those things.
Probably, yeah.
So, I don't know. They could say the
I
devil
don't
made him
know.
do it. The new Conjuring movie.
Yeah, they could say they were possessed. It just sucks, man. I would
Shit.
like like I part of me is like, yeah, like they caused a lot of damage and someone died and they probably destroyed a lot of homes and wildlife and things like that. And they should be punished in some way. But also part of me is like, dang, I feel like prison isn't necessarily the best punishment for it. I feel like
Yeah, exile.
exile. You have to live out in the desert for 2 weeks.
Yeah, just something. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just like yeah, it was really stupid, and they set a
Well,
lot of
no,
things on fire.
I think the obviously the worst thing is that somebody died though. So like
Yeah,
you can't really like justify that and like get like let them get off the hook.
yeah. I'm not saying let them off the hook. I just feel like we should have different sentences for
I mean,
different.
you would think there would be like you would think there would we'd have a more creative system when it comes to like punishments besides
Yeah,
just prison.
yeah. Like I feel like prison isn't a fitting sentence for every crime. Like for this specifically, like okay, they set a lot of stuff on fire. A firefighter lost their life. They destroyed a lot of wildlife and stuff and houses, and people had to evacuate. But like
Yeah,
it wasn't
but
on
I mean, like
purpose.
I don't know like what a proper punishment would be, but it wasn't on purpose. But like at the same time, I don't know. Maybe it's the education system failing because they obviously didn't. They couldn't figure out that like, oh, this place is prone to wildfires. You know, it's kind of known to be on fire right now. It's really dry. Maybe we shouldn't blow stuff up. So I don't know. I don't know how you like teach people that type of stuff. But I'm not gonna
I don't
lie.
know.
I was thinking about it the other day, and like one of my biggest like irrational fears in the back of my mind is setting something on fire that's like not supposed to be on fire.
Yeah, me too. Like I got really scared. I don't know if I told you this or not. It was like a few weeks. It was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. I accidentally set my towel on fire in my
What?
bathroom.
How?
Yeah, because I had a candle in there, and like for like a week, I was trying to just use the candle as like natural light instead of turning on the bathroom light, just because I just
Set
wanted
the
to.
mood.
I just wanted to do it. Yeah. So then I did it one time, and the end of I accidentally hit the towel because the towel was like right above it. I decided to change the place of the candle just one time, and then the towel lit on fire, and it was like it didn't really light on fire like all the time, but like the fire like spread throughout the towel, like it was like
Mhm.
moving through it. It was
Oh my
weird.
god.
And then it did that, and then I was really afraid. And then I tried grabbing water from the sink and throwing it on it, and I just like missed the fire. Like it just like moved away, and it just kept going around the towel, and then it stopped. And then that was just it. And then my towel just smelled a little funny, and I was afraid, obviously. And then I like patted it down. I threw it in like the washing machine stuff. But like, yeah, that
You
was
really
scary.
handled that. You really handled that exactly how like I would picture you handling it.
Literally for like a whole like 7 seconds, I was just staring at the fire move through it. I was just like, what is happening? Like I was stuck. I was deer in headlights, and then I tried to throw water, like cup it in my hands and throw it at it.
Oh my.
And I just
Yes,
hit. And
like
the funny thing, I just hit the wall.
yes, like that's exactly what I could picture. I feel like I've seen you do something similar, not with a fire, but
You probably have, honestly, but
just like trying to solve a very like potentially serious problem with like the like a very inadequate solution.
yes. Like that's good. I have a lot of stories like that, like comparable to like when my truck was like smoking when I was in Kent and I had like four of my friends in the car with me and we were just like coming up this hill and then all of a sudden the smoke just like gets, well, the steam I guess gets like really big and it's like coming out of the truck like profusely and like we're stuck at this red light and I'm like, I don't know what to do right now. Like I was just gonna keep trying to drive, but then like everyone's scared, and then one of my wood friend hops out the car, and then I'm just like, well, okay, I'm getting out the car too. I'm not trying to explode, and I just leave the truck in the road.
Oh my gosh.
For like a whole 5 minutes, we're just all staring at this truck, and then I'm like, all right, I gotta go and get it. So then I go and get it, and I swing it around into the parking lot, and then
Gosh.
I take it to Firestone after calling my dad and all this other stuff. But there's a lot of instances like that.
Yeah, I want to say I don't do stuff like that often, but like I don't know. I think at the beginning of college I was at like my edgiest, I would say. So
Okay,
I
super
would,
edge lord.
yeah. So like I would just like as edgy as in like probably like my most disrespectful, I would say. So like I don't know why, but like I was in my friend's dorm. I think I told you this story, but and then I just like what happened. I don't remember what triggered this happening, but basically someone said something and made me mad and like not like super mad, but I decided to like jokingly like overreact. But my overreaction was throwing a can opener in the microwave, turning it on, and running out of the room.
What? Why would you do that?
So it starts a fire.
That's not good. Did it? Did
They
it
were like
spark?
right behind me.
Did they stop it?
They were right behind. They were right behind me, so like they stopped it the second I turned it on. But like,
Okay.
yeah, it did spark.
Jesus.
It
I've never done anything. I never played with microwaves really.
was like a running joke that like that like I for some reason like potentially blowing stuff up. So yeah, that wasn't. I would throw the can opener in the microwave constantly and act like I was going to turn it on, but that was like I think the only time I actually turned it on.
I
Sorry if
remember.
you hear my dog.
No, it's
squeaking its
fine.
toy.
But yeah, I never really played with microwaves when I was younger or teenage years or
Oh,
now.
I mean, like I was a full grown adult.
I know, but I'm just saying
So
I've never really blown anything up in a microwave.
yeah, I can't say I've successfully done it. Luckily, I'll keep
Luckily,
it
yeah.
that way. Um, but yeah, I got my other topic if you want to go into that.
Let's go into it.
Yeah, so it's not very exciting again. Topics, my topics are pretty limited this week considering I was moving. But yeah, that's the topic basically, the whole moving process and what that's been like. And it's been fucking horrible, man. I've
Okay.
done so much driving the last few days.
Please explain to me why
What?
it's been horrible.
Oh, you just cut out and like you're like a freeze
Oh,
frame right now.
my internet
I
connection
got
is stable.
that's the other horrible thing. My internet. Oh, yours is? Mine's pretty bad too. I thought it was me.
I have no idea, but I'm not back.
So yeah, you're back now. So I mean, moving in general was horrible. Nothing like special really happened with like the moving process, but what was like interesting that I had to deal with was setting up internet here. I set up internet in my last apartment, and it was AT&T, and I hate AT&T with a passion. So I just didn't want it to be that again. And I don't even think like I would get their fastest speed available out here, so it would be absolute horse shit. So I went with Spectrum because they're the only other like big like option out here, and I went online to set it up, and they let you select like their services, like which one you want, and I chose like their highest their highest speed package that was just internet, um, because that was like the next step down was like a significant drop, and I was like, okay, well, it's like $30 more, but I kind of do a lot of stuff on the internet, so I guess I'll pay for that. And I selected that one, went to checkout and everything, just asked for like my normal details, and then it said your order can't be processed, and sent me an email with a reference number, and then said you have to call this number to complete your order. So I just figured I had to clear some details up, and that would be it. But I called the Spectrum number, and then the lady answers, starts explaining to me that basically the old tenant still has his internet set up here. So basically, I need to go into a Spectrum store directly, bring a signed copy of my lease to prove that I like signed to live here, and like my ID. And so I brought it in to like the nearest Spectrum store. They asked me what's going on. I explained all that finally, and then they look up my address. But this address is really weird because it's on like the border of like two cities, and you can, and like it's also in different like in different systems. It's spelled differently, and I'm not gonna say my address on this, believe it or not. But basically,
No way.
Basically, this guy, there was three people in there, and the first guy helped me out, and he like tried everything he could think of. Went to the next girl. She tried everything she could think of, like typing it in, trying to just simply find the address. And I even showed how it was typed out on the lease. And like they typed that in and it wasn't coming up. So finally, the last guy spells it a slightly different way, and it comes up in their system, which thank goodness, because the girl for some reason thought my like where my address was at, she thought it was out by Columbus, and she was like, can you go pick up equipment out there? And I was like, I was just nervous. I'm like, I really don't want to have to drive all the way out to Columbus, which is like a 3-hour drive from here.
What the heck?
And it took me like probably over an hour in there of them just trying to find my address, and then like another half hour of the dude that originally helped me just like clicking stuff to like figure things out. And like he was a nice guy, but he like confirmed with me like 3 times that like somebody already had internet set up there and it was the previous tenant. I'm like, yeah, I mean, like I don't know the guy's personal information, but I think that's him, because he asked me like if his last name sounded right. So that was the most annoying part of moving this time, and I hope I don't have to deal with that anymore.
That sounds annoying. I've never set up internet, so I don't know how that feels, but I'm sure when I do set up internet for the first time, it will be annoying. Hopefully I'll have good options.
It's just stressful because yeah, like you don't always have the best options, and then on the off chance that you're like me and have a weird address, it becomes like an increasingly big mess. But yeah, I hope that's the only. I only have to pay electricity here too, so luckily I don't have to set up utilities with this address like for everything. But
that's good.
But yeah, I'm closer to Kent now. So
oh, you are?
Yeah, so basically if you come to visit Kent, you have no excuse anymore, bitch.
What?
All my trucks caught on fire. I can't drive up to Cleveland.
Why could you come to Kent? Dude, this is a two-way thing. You had a better vehicle than me.
Dude, I did all the driving in high school, and
So,
I'm still burnt out.
what does that have to do with anything? Literally, my truck
Nah,
is a mess, or was a mess.
nah. It was literally. It's literally just I don't know. I just never found time to come down there, even though it wasn't that far. College was a mess, man.
College was the best, but
Plus,
yeah,
if you take into account like 2020, that's like a whole year there that like just nothing
yeah,
was happening.
that's true. That was just a lost year. But I
Yeah.
mean, I just got a usable vehicle. Next time I
Did
come
you?
to Ohio, to Kent, will probably be to see my girlfriend, and then I can see you, obviously.
Yeah, we got a fire pit, so come over and roast marshmallows or something.
That's so wholesome. Maybe we
Or-
will.
Yeah,
Maybe we will. I haven't roasted a marshmallow in a long time.
neither have I.
I want to go
It'll
camping.
be it'll be my first time, dude. I went camping a couple weeks ago, or no, it was like last month at this point. But I went to like this off grid cabin, and it. We made the mistake of going out there for a week in an off grid cabin. Don't do that.
Why?
Well, like it's nice for a couple days, but then like you start to realize like completely off grid for a whole week. You got like a porta potty. You got a solar shower that you have to refill the shower bag. It
What is
just
a solar shower?
it's literally like a bag that's filled with water, and you have to flip it up inside like a outdoor shower area or whatever, and then you just has a little hose that you unlatch, and it shoots the water down on you, and it's really cold and inefficient.
That does.
Um, so yeah, so it was nice for like 2 days, 2 or 3 days, and then you're like, God, I just want to take a hot shower. I don't
Yeah,
even take hot showers, but like I wanted like a lukewarm shower
yeah. I take lukewarm showers. I don't
or
take hot
something.
showers. My connection's unstable. But I take hot. I take not hot, warm, like lukewarm, like on the edge of being cold showers. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I would go camping, but not for a week. I would do like a day or two, like a night maybe. Not like I wouldn't go out for 7 days.
No,
What did you eat?
it's like 6 days. We brought food. We had a lot of coolers, and he had some more coolers there. The guy that it was like an Airbnb host.
Okay.
Um, so and then there was just a grill that we cooked. Well, I don't want to say I cooked because Marissa really cooked everything.
That sounds good though. I would enjoy that.
Yeah,
Just not for a week, but I would do that.
yeah, it was fun. But I would, I'm pissed at you for the last time we did this. You brought up the whole Bali trip, and like after
Okay.
looking up those flight prices, man, I was so sad
Why are you pissed about it? You didn't even know about Bali.
because I mean, I've heard about it. I just never thought to like look there. But now that I saw like those Airbnbs that are available, like I want to go, but the flight is what prevents it.
There's always a catch.
I know.
Maybe you
It's
could travel
that,
by like boat or something.
yeah, rowboat.
Rowboat. What if there's like a ship that could take you to Bali?
Maybe, probably only maybe $1,000 per person.
I don't know. Did you see that one? Well, speaking of ships, did you see that one cruise ship that like sold out and it's like it was like 47,000 or like $74,000 per person?
Holy shit! No, I
It's
didn't see that.
gonna go around like a bunch of different countries. It like sold out in like one day or something.
Dude, I feel like they're just tempting fate there. They're
I think
like,
they are too, actually.
if they're making a big deal of like how much it costs and like how epic it's gonna be, I feel like they're just like asking to like Titanic too.
Titanic.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see if it's real. I saw it on Instagram. Let me see if it
Oh yeah. I mean, that
cruise.
sounds like it would be real. possibly.
Luxury World Cruise with 73K starting fare sells out in less than 3 hours. Yeah, it's real. 132 night cruise. A world cruise, not
132.
yeah.
How do you have that much money to not only put towards a cruise, but then just not do work for 132 days?
Gotta have a lot of passive income or something. I don't know. Maybe you're like
Oh
the
yeah,
boss of some
must have
businesses or something.
must have invested in some of those stocks and ETFs I've
Yeah,
heard of.
all the Wall Street bets guys are going in there.
Yeah, the GameStop guys.
Yeah, the GameStop guys. It says it's not even gonna sail until 2024.
Okay. I wish I had that expendable income. Dude, do you know what I could do with $73,000 right now?
I could I can imagine. I would do a lot. Not a
I
lot, but I
could,
would do a few things.
yeah, like I could save it or
Yeah,
something.
like I could use 73K. I don't know. Like, yeah, there's a lot of people with a lot of money. Like a
Yeah,
lot.
and the saying does hold true: the wrong people have money.
I
It
don't know if
seems like
it's
it holds true. I
it
know
does
some people
seem
are not.
I don't know if it's the wrong people or what if it's just like when you get money, you just like stop caring.
Um, I mean, I just feel like it's not like so much that the wrong people have money. Like in reality, I think it's just a matter of uh, it's kind of just like the child that screams in the classroom, like they get the center of attention and everyone looks at them. So uh, it's that's those are out of all like the really rich millionaires and stuff like. You, the public only focuses on like the worst of them because like they're the
Oh
ones
yeah.
doing like being like making themselves in the spotlight and stuff.
Yeah, that's really true. I remember this one dude on PlayStation. He was a friend of a friend, and he was saying um that all uh rich people are famous or something like that. And we were just like, no, like that's just not true.
Yeah,
Like 99% of rich people aren't famous. Like that doesn't make any sense. But he had this idea that literally all rich people were famous. And
yeah,
then
it's because that's like that's like all you can see. Like those are the
yeah,
only rich people you get to see.
it's just the tip of the iceberg
Yeah.
of richness.
Speaking of Titanic,
True. I still haven't even seen that movie.
oh my gosh, how
I,
do you how at this point?
I've never watched. No one's ever. There's a lot of movies I haven't seen. No one's ever shown me that movie,
Yeah,
and I've
well,
never gone on my way to watch it.
I'm so sorry to say, but I don't think I'm gonna invite you over anytime soon to watch Titanic.
Please, someone just show me Titanic.
I'm sure it's very hard to find. Um, I forget if I talked to you about this, but you should try to get tickets to Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley.
What? Jake
You
Paul
should
versus
try to get
who?
Tyron Woodley.
Who's Tyron Woodley?
He's a former UFC welterweight champ.
So that sounds
Uh,
familiar.
he was he's considered one of the all-time greats in the welterweight division.
The former UFC champ. Jake Paul's
Yeah,
boxing this guy?
yeah.
Interesting. This guy looks pretty strong.
I hope that plays into his favor.
I'm looking at pictures of him. He's really ripped. Jesus Christ. Jake Paul's fighting this
I
guy?
don't. Yeah, but Jake Paul's still the bigger guy.
Jake Paul's bigger?
Yeah, like he weighs more. He's taller.
Oh, we'll see. This one's probably I mean, what are the chances that it's even like gonna be an actual fight? Like I don't know how
I
official these fights
well,
are
I'm
anyway.
that's the thing is like I'm really nervous about it, but the fact that it's in Cleveland makes me want
Within
to kind of go
Cleveland?
see it on the off chance. Yeah, it's in Cleveland.
Wait, how much are the tickets?
I don't know yet. They go on sale tomorrow.
I bet you're gonna be expensive, bro.
I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that not a lot of people even. I'm hoping a lot of people are like you and don't even realize it's happening.
I don't know. I'm kind of out of the loop on that stuff, so I don't think I'm a good person to judge off of that. But I would go if they weren't
Yeah,
that expensive. But I feel like they will be.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna look at them when they go on sale and like I'll let you know. I just if they're like affordable, I'll try to get them. But like if they're ridiculous, I'm not gonna even bother because chances are Tyron Woodley is almost 40, and is even though he has like he can actually punch on like Ben Askren, I feel like the fights are a little rigged.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like the fights aren't real. At least like the one with the other guy, like he like went down and just didn't get back up like within like the first round, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it was like he got knocked down once and he got back up, but I don't know what the referee was doing. The referee like asked him like if he was good, and he said yeah, but the referee waved it off anyway.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think the fights are real, bro. But we'll
Yeah,
see. Maybe this one will be the testament of if the fights are real or not.
yeah. If we can go past the second round and like and like they can actually exchange. And so far, it's only been like Jake Paul hitting his opponent, not really the opponent hitting back.
Yeah. So we'll see. After this one, we'll see if these are official or these are just fraudulent or not. Look, right now, they're
Yeah,
looking pretty fraudulent to me, I must say.
yeah. I mean, I just think like I don't know. It's a it's very questionable, and I don't even really know if I'd enjoy it because I feel like the fact that Jake Paul's from Ohio, people are going to be cheering for him, but
I
I
always
don't want
forget
to cheer
that
for him.
fact.
I know, and I don't want to cheer for him. So,
Because does Jake Paul, is he really an Ohioan?
dude, he keeps trying to act like he grew up like in a tough part of Cleveland all the time, but he grew up in Westlake.
Westlake
Like
is not tough.
Westlake is like the rich, is very rich. Okay.
My girlfriend just sent me a picture of that yesterday, and she was like, "Look how peaceful." I was like, "Whoa, yeah,
Westlake
that
is
looks pretty nice." Like,
yeah, like it's very uppity over there, and like I, I have like I have a friend that like lives out there, and he I don't know I don't think he went to the same high school that the Paul brothers went to, but uh, he knows people that like knew them like that type of association, and he has said before that like alls that he heard like growing up or not growing up, but like when they were getting big is like they're fucking dickheads. Like they've always been like bullies and shit and like douchebags and exactly what you expect. And now he's coming back acting like he's from the east side or something.
hey man, Jake Paul came for nothing.
Yeah, that's
Jake
like
Paul made
saying,
it.
okay, yeah, if he came from nothing, I came from dirt, I guess.
Jake Paul came from nothing. He made out the trenches. Okay,
Of
Jake
Westlake, Ohio.
of Westlake. Jake Paul's out there every day in the polo shirts. He was out there on the golf course grinding.
At a peaceful 8 p.m. at night.
Yeah.
Don't have
He
to worry about any gunshots or anything.
no, not at all. Only legal guns.
Yeah.
But all right.
Uh,
I think that should be interesting. I'll probably see the
yeah.
highlights. But if the tickets are affordable, who knows? Maybe I could show up.
I feel like it would just be fun to possibly
Yeah,
go to.
I think it would be fun too. In the undercard, do you know who did they say who's gonna be like on the undercard?
Hold on. Let me see if they actually even announced it yet.
You might have some interesting fights, like Soldier Boy versus I don't know, like Justin Bieber or something.
That'd be, man. I don't know who I would take in that one.
Soldier Boy or Justin Bieber. They might have
Our card fights announced. I
DJ
think it's like
Khaled.
I think it's actual boxers like fighting on the undercard.
Oh, not celebrities. They're gonna have like DJ Khaled versus Rick Ross.
Oh yeah, they have like a female champion, like world champion fighting in the co-main event.
Oh, they do? Who?
Uh, okay, because I'm sure you'll recognize the names. Um, Amanda Serrano fighting against. I don't even want to like butcher this name because I'm gonna fuck it up so bad. Yamalith Mercado.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh
I don't know. The only
Dude.
the only female fighter I know is Ronda Rousey.
my gosh! I think if they're gonna make like these freak fights though, like these freak show entertainer fights, like they should just do what you're saying, like get a bunch of other freak fights on the other
Yeah,
card.
that's what I'm
That would be
saying.
like that would be the most fun.
I would find that far more entertaining watching actual fighters. Like if you're gonna do Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley, do like Lil Wayne versus Drake or Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B or something.
Yeah,
Just go
just like
all out.
you might as well just keep it separate from real boxing because I don't. It just looks goofy to have like a real like world champion fighting in the co-main event of a Jake Paul fight.
Yeah, like it's that looks silly.
But then if you have all the bullshit like fights before, then it makes the Jake Paul fight look a little more like, oh yeah, this makes sense as the main event.
Yeah, it's more serious than Charlie D'Amelio versus Addison Ray and James Charles versus Jeffree Star.
Addison Ray is so annoying, dude.
You don't like Addison Ray?
She's so
Oh, I saw the UFC community was hating on her.
okay. Yes, and like I saw people defending her too, saying like, oh, go lightly on her, like. She can't do anything right apparently, you know, anything she posts would get hate. But I don't know if you saw what she posted, like kind of like joking about how she went to college for 3 months and dropped out.
Yeah, I saw that when she was doing the UFC news reporter type.
But don't even lie. She was baiting that type of reaction out of people with the pictures she posted.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like looking as cocky as she did, like she deserved that blow up, like and asked for it basically. So I don't even care about that. But she's just annoying in general. I did see like during that fight week, like an interview with her, and they were asking her about like the fighters fighting because it was Connor versus Dustin, and like, dude, her answer is just like screamed, "I don't watch the UFC."
Well, yeah, you think she watches UFC?
No, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I just don't get why the UFC channel is posting an interview with her.
I have no clue. I don't know.
But-
I have no clue. Maybe just because she's popular, I guess. I have no.
No, I mean it's 100% that, but
It's
even
weird
outside,
branding.
even outside that though, like she's annoying. Just like her, and she's always hanging out with Kourtney Kardashian. It's so weird.
She is.
Yeah, she's like best friends with her, and it's so
Interesting.
like. It's
Isn't she like
so-
40 something?
Yes, she's 40 years old. Yeah,
Los Angeles culture in general is weird. So all this makes sense to me.
Yeah, just like I don't know. I feel like she's being groomed.
By Courtney. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Addison Ray. I feel like I knew her before she was doing TikTok, but I don't even know at this point. But like, it is a weird fan base to try to attract to UFC because like Addison Ray's fan base is like
Yeah, like
teenage white girls, I think.
and like horny young guys. Like why?
Yeah.
You're not okay. I guess maybe the horny young guys would be interested in UFC. They got a lot of testosterone, but like still, I doubt most of them are gonna even see that interview because nobody watches the UFC channel besides like the UFC fans.
Yeah.
So like, I don't. It's so goofy to me.
It's definitely a weird mashup, but I don't know.
But yeah, I don't even think she could legally fight Charlie D'Amelio. I don't think Charlie is an adult.
She isn't?
I don't think so.
I have no
I thought.
idea. I don't know any of these people's
I
ages.
mean, ever since she got famous, I've been hearing that she's 16, but that feels
Oh
like
God.
that's been like what feels like 3 years now. So
She's
who knows?
17.
Okay, so it's only been a year. Goddamn, that felt like a
Bruh.
long year.
Under her name it says American Dancer.
Oh boy.
Wait, is she British? Education King School. What is it? Oh, Connecticut. No, she's not British.
Oh my gosh.
King School.
Uh,
Like, what is that? But no. I don't know.
Yeah, the I'm probably about to get going here because we've been going for over an hour now, I think. But
We
for
have.
the, I think so. The
Should I
next.
just table these next topics? I'll table.
Oh yeah, table them. I didn't know you had more. Sorry.
No, it's good. They're about Florida, man, so it's fine.
Okay, yeah, we can get really into that in the next one.
Yeah.
For the next one too. Now that you got me thinking about it, we should come up with the full undercard of celebrity matches that we would like
I
to
would
see.
love to do that.
I think that would be fun.
Oh God. Now I have to think about it now. Now I'm excited. I have some dream matchups here. Betty White versus Martha Stewart.
God, oh God.
Oprah versus what's her face? Versus Wendy.
Justin Bieber versus Ruby Rose.
Yes. Ruby Rose. Oh God. Ruby Rose versus Saweetie.
Interesting.
Meg Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez.
You can't just list them all off now.
You're right. We gotta wait. All right.
I gotta put some thought into it too.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
You gonna send it off? Do you have like an outro too?
Nope, I don't have an outro. You want to do the outro?
Bye.
Bye.